All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Chakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone who ruled well and told us his truth. Innocence. Salaki, innocent, peace and salutations to Allah Hakim, pushing his word and truth in all sincerity. The brother Gadan from DC Church coming back at you with a quick video. And Lord's will be that. Just quick, I was just, rapping with, a family member in the world, and I was explaining to him, the devil or the spirit, someone who is filled with the spirit of Satan, because if you're trying to be righteous in this world, if you're trying to do the right thing, so to speak, then Satan's going to send someone filled with his spirit. Satan is going to come not always in a manner to, he's not going to be evil or appear to be evil or what the world teaches you about Satan. Satan, he's not going to seem like he's trying to do harm to you. He's going to come in a way gentle, like Psalms 55:20, where it says he's broken every covenant. His words were smoother than butter and salted than oil. But war was in his heart. Satan is going to come subtly. He's not going to come at you head on. He's not going to come at you and tell you that he's your enemy. He's going to use a different type of tactic to defeat you, just like what you see in the movies of Pocahontas and the stories of Christopher Columbus and how the so-called Native Americans was taken down. That's the way Esau's going to come. So you may come around, some people, some Edomites that may seem to be nice. They devoted their lives to, helping out so-called black people or whatever the case may be. But that don't mean that they're not filled with the spirit of Satan. Sirach, the 12th chapter, starting at the 10th verse, says, what? Never trust thine enemy, for like if iron rusteth, showeth his wickedness. Though he humble himself, beware of him. So what you have to understand when you come into this truth and you woken up to the fact that you are a Hebrew Israelite, now you have to understand that you have an enemy. The Israelites has always had an enemy. When Isaac was about to die, Esau pretty much gave a sacrifice, a promise that when his father died, he shall kill his brother. And that hatred, that feeling has never left. So when you come in, you find out that you're a Hebrew Israelite, you have to know that you have an enemy. And the enemy's whole job is to destroy you and get you away from this truth. Get you away from believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Get you away from the connection with your power. Because if you don't have a connection with the Heavenly Father and the Son, you're powerless out here, man. You have no defense. Hence why you see all of our people, like what's that, 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, because they did not receive the love of the Most High. They was given up to pretty much deceitful lust, man. So all of these wicked spirits can take over you if you don't have the connection with your power source. That homosexual power, that adulterous demon, that murderous demon, that lying demon. You're susceptible to all of these demonic forces if you don't have the spirit of the Heavenly Father on you, man. If you don't have the Hakudash to protect you. And if you got these spirits on you, those spirits are going to get you destroyed. So you have to recognize that you have an enemy. You have to recognize that you have an enemy, and in order to be ready and prepared to combat the spirits that they're going to try to put on you, man. That Christian spirit, that come as you are spirit, you know, the praising Jesus and being an idolater, you know. You have a lot of so-called Edomite Christians, so-called white people, white Christians, that's trying to get Jake into their church, acting as if they can rectify what they have done. Right? Salaki, you can see him on the go. I'm trying to get this right. But yeah. Salaki, let me get one of these scriptures. What I quote Psalms 55 and 21. And it says, he hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. You know, because Jake, we are naturally peaceful people. If it was up to us, there wouldn't be none of this shit in this world. It wouldn't be all of this wickedness and war and whatever the case may be. You know, trying to get the camera right. Salaki. Let me get this. Let me see this. I gotta get one of those holders. Yeah. It says he had put forth his hand as such as be his peace with him. Because pursuing the Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. We are peaceful people. So when we are in authority, it's going to be a more peaceful place, man. But for such people that be at peace with him, he have broken his covenant. That's what the scriptures say. He have broken his covenant. Well, literally, if you go to the Native American museum in D.C., it tells you that every treaty that was established with this devil, he has broken it, man. And he's still doing it today. That's how you know that you people are caught up in bondage. I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know you are in bondage because you're still going and marching and begging for rights and thinking things are going to change after all these times. Esau have showed you time and time again that he's not interested in keeping any covenants with you. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. You know, and that's how Esau going to do. You know, he going to come and he going to make himself seem like he the most righteous person in your life, man. That you will be fucking super surprised that someone is cussing this man out, you know, because he seems like such a good person, man. But war is actually in his heart, man. It says his words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. You see? So that's what you gotta be aware of, man. This devil is not gonna come with a red man with horns and a pitchfork, man. You know, he's gonna come in different forms, man. He's gonna come even as one of your people. You know, scriptures talk about the tares, man. So just be aware out here, be circumspect, be smart. Scriptures say, if it be at all possible, be at peace with all men. And remember discretion, man. Everybody don't need to know what's in your mind. You know? Satan is looking at any way that he can devour us. But yeah, that's the point, man. You know, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Chakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who ruled well. Shalom.